January is one of the best months to visit Disney World, so I'm showing you everything you cannot miss this month, as well as some secrets to help you have the best trip ever. If you've never been to Disney World in January, it's a completely different experience. With holiday crowds gone, lots of iconic attractions closed for refurbishment, and surprise events, there's a lot that can catch you off guard. So, how do you prep for one of the slowest times of the year? How does one prep to go to Disney World? Let's kick it off with Magic Kingdom. First things first, when can you get into the park? Well, the park is open from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. with an exception of January 31st. On January 31st, it's actually only open from 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. In fact, there's someone out there in the park right now who's, well, he's a nice guy. He's funny. He's talented. Cleans up nice from time to time. You take it away.
Why won't you open?
Oh, hi. It's me, Sage. Good to see you. I'm here at Magic Kingdom. And in January, this bad boy is still going to be closed. The Walt Disney World Railroad is still closed?
Okay, hold on. Major news. The Walt Disney World Railroad at Magic Kingdom is open. It's super exciting. We've been waiting a long day for this. But it's also open with some updated changes, and we need to talk about them. The Walt Disney World Railroad in Magic Kingdom has a completely refreshed track. They had to relay down the tracks because of Tron construction. It's completely new, and there's an all-new voice, an all-new conductor, an all-new narrator as you ride around Magic Kingdom on the train. This new conductor is someone who grew up on Main Street, USA, dreaming of the day that they could be a part of the railroad. They've been waiting for this day. They've finally achieved their dreams, and they are so happy to take all of the guests around Magic Kingdom on the train. Disney even shared that this conductor is an unofficial mayor of sorts. The conductor will point out different attractions and various things as you go around Magic Kingdom, and there's even some characters that you might see along the way. So if you are going to Disney World in January, you should absolutely check out the new and improved Walt Disney World Railroad. And for more Disney news just like this, be sure and follow us on social media at AllEars.net, because that's where you're going to hear about it first.
Now, the Walt Disney World Railroad actually travels completely around Magic Kingdom. You get some pretty cool scenic views, and it's a great way to get around the park because it does have a couple different drop-off sections. You can get off at the front of the park, also in Frontierland near Splash Mountain, as well as the Fantasyland station over in Storybook Circus. Now, Tron Light Cycle Run is a high-speed roller coaster where you are actually seated in like the Tron bike position. You're kind of bent over, and it's indoor, outdoor roller coaster. Now, the closest place you can actually get an update and see the construction is by the Fantasyland station in Storybook Circus. There's supposed to be some new cool tech elements to it that I'm super excited about. And at night, this looks absolutely beautiful. Oh, there it is. Oh, they've got test dummies on them. That's interesting. Splash Mountain, feel the nostalgia. Well, not anymore. I'm kidding. Splash Mountain is closing on January 23rd to become Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Now, Tiana's Bayou Adventure will take you on a brand new journey that picks up right where the movie left off. You'll still see all the characters from the hit film Princess and the Frog. You've got Tiana, Naveen, Louis. But Tiana's Bayou Adventure will make its way to Disney World and Disneyland in 2024. So if you're here in January before January 23rd, get your last goodbyes in. How do you do? You're not gonna be here. How do you do? How do you feel about that? How do you do? Go to a therapist. Time to get moving along. You get it? I just told it to move along because Princess and the Frog is happening. Nailing it. Goodbye. 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 Water thorns. Goodbye. Orange rock. That makes me think of Splash Mountain. Goodbye. Cartoon characters. Goodbye. Store that's been closed for literally ever. In fact, it's been closed for so long I actually don't even remember what your purpose was, what was actually inside there. Goodbye.
Wow. He really is fantastic, isn't he? Magic Kingdom After Hours event is coming back. It's coming back. Hello, it's coming back. The Magic Kingdom After Hours event is coming back for the first time since the park closed in 2020. Now, during this event, you're going to be able to ride more than 20 attractions, and there's going to be tasty snacks that are actually included in the price of this after hours ticket. It's a 3-hour event. It lasts from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. But you can get actually in the park as early as 7 p.m. Now, this will happen through select nights between January 9th and March 27th of 2023. It's going to go from around $135 to $159, depending on the date. And don't worry, DVC members, pass holders, you're still going to get your discounts. Just a fun little tip Quincy and I love to give from time to time. If you actually are going to these after-hours ticketed events, definitely show up at 7 because, one, you got the whole evening, you get so many more hours within that price of your actual, after-hour ticketed event, but you don't really need to purchase a ticket for Magic Kingdom that day unless you absolutely want to and you want to spend a bajillion hours in the park. But you can get a lot accomplished from 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. especially for that after-hours time slot. You'll be just fine. A lot happening in Magic Kingdom in January. I'm just putting this all together. There's a lot happening. I'm glad I'm doing this. Good job. All right, Epcot, when can you get in? Park hours are going to be from 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. Pretty similar. But the holidays are behind us. It's time for a new festival. Not a new festival, but just it was a festival. Now there's a different festival. Epcot International Festival of the Arts is back. Now, it is one of the newer festivals. It debuted back in 2017. It basically celebrates all things art. Culinary art, visual art, and the performing arts. Hashtag live entertainment is important. Got it in there. Now, this festival will be taking place from January 13th to February 20th of 2023. Now, there are food studios located throughout the World Showcase. And studios, because art, right? It's not like a food booth. It's a studio now. It's art. And we will see the return of some past menu items like the vanilla rosewater and pistachio panna cotta. What? The sushi donut. And I can't pronounce this. Crème de brie en petit pan. Is it cream cheese in a small pan? I'm so sorry. I don't know what this is. One of my favorite things about the Festival of the Arts is the Disney on Broadway concert series. It takes place at the American Gardens Theater in the American Pavilion. And what's super unique about this is that they actually have Broadway performers come and perform Disney songs from some of the either Broadway shows that they were in or some Disney on Broadway shows that are happening right now. Can you feel the love tonight? Shining, shimmering, splendid. You ain't never had a friend, never had a friend. You ain't. It's a circle of life and it moves a soul. But that's not all you can find at the festival. I mean, they've got living statues, chalk artists, interactive wall murals. And don't forget, this is where you can get your exclusive Festival of the Arts merchandise. Epcot stands for Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow. That's not a very good Walt Disney impression. And we're hopping on over to Animal Kingdom, because animals hop. The park hours will either be 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. or 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. So it's one of those two, but you gotta check the My Disney Experience app because it does change based on the date. That's it. It's Animal Kingdom. There's nothing crazy new happening in January to Animal Kingdom. It's Animal Kingdom. I mean, there's gonna be a Yeti that's terrifying. Dinosaurs who are chasing you back in the Cretaceous period. Nemo will inevitably get lost again. Festival of the Lion King will celebrate its heritage. And there will be animals. But just for funsies, even if you can't make it to Walt Disney World, The Magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom Season 2 comes out on January 4th on Disney+. Grace has just grown up so much. Hollywood. Something Hollywood. You guys remember that from the Great Movie Ride? Oh, that makes me sad. Disney's Hollywood Studios. Once again, when can you get in the park? The park hours for January for Disney's Hollywood Studios are going to open up at 8:30 a.m. and close at 9 p.m. But in January, Disney's Hollywood Studios after-hour events, they're starting up again. Just like Magic Kingdom, this is a 3-hour event. 9:30 p.m. until 12:30 a.m. We're talking Galaxy's Edge after midnight. I mean, that's when the rebels come out. All of the attractions are going to be open, and you're going to get some tasty snacks that are included in the price of your ticket. Now, don't forget, this is super important. You can enter the park as early as 7 p.m. If you've got an after-hours event, you can enter the park at 7 p.m. Now, this is going to be happening on select nights between January 4th and April 19th of 2023. And the price is going to range between $129 to $149. And yes, pass holders, DVC members, you got your discounts. Wait a minute. I'm getting some. Oh, you want it? Okay, great. Yeah, you know what? It would be my honor to throw it to you. It really... Stop it. No. Well, I'm sure you look great. Okay. Yeah, take it away.
Thanks, Sage, and might I say, you look fantastic today. I'm here in Hollywood Studios, and in January, you're gonna see some refurbishments. Some things start to close down, just for a little bit. Starting with, for the first time in forever, the Frozen Sing-Along Celebration. It will be closed for refurbishment starting January 9th until January 27th of 2023. So just because I'm gonna miss it, let's go see it one last time before it closes down just for the month of January. Let's go. For the first time in forever, Frozen Sing-Along Celebration is exactly that. It is a celebration of all of the fantastic songs from the movie Frozen, led by these two awesome, hilarious storytellers. They do a retelling of the story of Frozen, and you get to sing along to your favorite songs. They've even got the words right here at the bottom of the screen. I'm going to sing so loud. I'm so excited. It's going to be ridiculous.
They died? Yeah. Their parents, I mean, what is this, Bambi? No. Tarzan, the Beast, Cinderella, the Lion King, Hakuna Matata.
Eric, I know, it's very sad.
I will say it has been a while since I've seen the Frozen sing-along celebration, and it's kind of epic. I was like, oh, this is actually really fun. I'm always a big I was always someone that was like, no, they just put a screen up and we're singing along to songs. Where's the art? But the storytellers do a really fun job. Like the improv and the partnership that they have there together. And you can tell, like, I didn't expect all the families around me to actually sing along. It's like, who's actually singing along? No, the entire audience is singing along. And the finale is so fun. And Elsa I was impressed. I was like, okay, this is okay. All right, you've won me over, Frozen. Sing along. Again, closed for a little bit in January just for a refurbishment. Speaking of refurbishments, the Disney Skyliner is closing from January 22nd to January 29th, 2023. The Disney Skyliner is a free Disney transportation service. It's a gondola-type vehicle. It's your highway in the sky, basically. And from Hollywood Studios, it'll take you to Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort, but you can also hit up Art of Animation, Pop Century, Riviera Resort, and of course, Epcot. Now, the reason I love the Skyliner, one is because it's fun and new and shiny, but the other reason is because I like the way that they have customized each gondola, if you will. There's a couple ones are like, your plain Skyliners, but some of them have like fun characters on them, like Wreck-It Ralph, or the Grim Grinning Ghosts, the Hitchhiking Ghosts, or Beauty and the Beast. You just never know. That is my other favorite part about the Disney Skyliner, is that if you are typically traveling in a smaller party, you have this whole thing to yourself. It's insanely private, and you're not squished on a monorail or a boat or anything like that. Okay, here we go. Big part where we go fast. Whee! Yeah, baby! No rules! I mean, there are rules here, but Need for Speed! I do want to debunk this myth here, is that it gets super hot in the Skyliner. Now, it can get warm, but I have never been in here and not had a nice breeze come through here. It's pretty nice. I've never actually been toasty in here before. Even in the summer months, there's always a nice breeze that comes through these vents. It's also really relaxing. I just want to play some Enya. Oh.
Did you know that the entire Walt Disney World Resort is over 40 square miles?
I did not.
That's about the same size as the city of San Francisco.
What?
Double the island of Manhattan.
I'm kidding. I knew all those things. Skyliner is probably becoming one of my favorite modes of transportation here at the Disney World Resort.
just because it's private, it got a nice breeze, it's mildly relaxing.
Please remain seated until the doors automatically open.
Una sus pertenencias y observe sus pasos. Gracias por
Then a little swing here. Woo! Yeehaw, partner.
You guys see how much fun I had on the Skyliner? All this to say, if you're coming between January 22nd and January 29th, the Disney Skyliner will be closed for refurbishment. Sorry to break the news. I probably should not have had a lot of fun and then been like, well, it's closing for a week. So, it's okay. But come back and you'll get to ride it. Say what you will, Hollywood Studios will always be one of my favorite places to be. Oh! Okay. Back to you, Sage.
Cold never bothered me anyway. Hi. Now let's talk about some logistical things, right? January is a great time to visit Disney World if you're looking for those milder temperatures. I mean, the average high in January for Disney World is like 72 degrees and the average low is 51. So if the Florida heat is too much for you and the humidity is just no way, get out of town, then January could be your answer. It's also way less rainy in the month of January compared to the spring and summer months. An average amount of rain that we get here in January in Florida is like 4 days out of the entire month. So January's looking pretty solid. But with that being said, and the weather being the way that it is, meaning on the chillier side, Typhoon Lagoon is closed. But Blizzard Beach will be open. That makes sense because it's a blizzard. Now the real question you're asking me is, Sage, tell me about the crowds. I'm going to. Man. For the most part, crowds are relatively low in January, at least by Disney World standards, if you know what I mean. But listen, if you've got to avoid crowds, if that is like your top priority, definitely avoid Disney World in the first couple days of January, the first couple days of the month, because that's when we're going to see our holiday crowds still kind of like hanging out, slowly leaving. Why is this the move? Also, the weekend of Martin Luther King Jr. Day, which is January 16th, avoid that weekend. It's a holiday weekend. A lot of people tend to show up during holiday weekends, so just know that.
But it's not just the holidays you need to look out for. The Walt Disney World Marathon weekend usually falls early to mid-January, and these events will draw tens of thousands of participants. It's going to be so crowded. In 2023, that weekend is January 4th through the 8th.
Thanks, Fry Bucket. I didn't know you were in this Okay. Overall, January is a pretty solid month to go to Walt Disney World, truly. But again, if you're wanting to avoid those crowds, definitely just choose other dates. Other dates that aren't those, the big Martin Luther King Jr. Day weekend and the weekend right after New Year's. I mean, give it a second. Also, big tip, layer up. Because you'll wake up and you're like, oh, it's chilly. I get to wear my coat and some sweaters. That's gonna be fun. But then in like 3 o'clock, it's gonna be like 75, 80 degrees and you're still gonna be in your turtleneck and you're gonna be, why did I do this? So make sure you've got some layers involved in all of that. I hope this has been informative for you. It's been informative for me. I've had a good time. We've chatted, we've laughed, we've cried, we've planned, did a bunch of things. So thanks. So if you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. And now go check out the secrets of Main Street USA. I'm gonna put on a turtleneck over a tank top because you never know in Florida.